Well, Denise, he could have gotten life in prison, but the judge did show some leniency and gave the defendant a 25-year sentence. He called this crime the stuff of nightmares. You're looking at the police vests, fake badges, and zip ties a group of men used in a series of kidnappings and robberies federal prosecutors called deeply disturbing. A judge found Dante Stanley guilty of one of them, a crime prosecutors describe as horrific. They say in May of 2021, he and a co-defendant targeted their victim because of her job at a check cashing store on Patterson Avenue, not far from Reisterstown Road Plaza. According to the indictment, they put a tracker on her car to surveil her, pulled her over using flashing lights, posing as police officers, then handcuffed and blindfolded her and drove around for hours. During that time, Stanley's co-defendant tortured the victim with a blowtorch. Then, prosecutors wrote they all but left the victim for dead, extensively burned, still handcuffed, blindfolded, and face down on the rear floorboard of her vehicle, which they covered with a tarp and secured with bungee cords. The victim forced her way out of her vehicle and ran to a nearby residence where she pleaded for help. Any of you at liberty to say anything about this case given its depravity? Sorry. Prosecutors declined to comment, but in court told the judge this is one of the most depraved cases they've ever seen. The defendant did address the judge, and while he said he maintains his innocence, he's sorry for what happened to the victim and is praying for her recovery. Nothing you can say. He does maintain his innocence? His attorneys also declined to comment while leaving court, but did tell us the case is not over. Can you at least say, do you plan to appeal this?
Absolutely.
During her horrifying ordeal that lasted for more than 5 hours, the victim told the judge, I suffered severe burns that left visible and permanent scars on my body. These injuries not only affected my physical health, but also my emotional well-being and self-esteem. Since the attack, she wrote, I have lived with anxiety, depression, insomnia, and a constant feeling of fear and insecurity. She says the psychological consequences have been devastating. And it was just too difficult emotionally for her to show up to court today. Defense attorneys had argued for leniency for their client based on his troubled childhood, and the man who authorities say is the mastermind behind all of this previously received a 40-year prison sentence. We're live in your corner at Federal Court downtown. Mike Helgren, WJZ.